10 years ago, local charity Dreamcatcher came into being with a remit to make a difference to those in need by donating products and services to individuals and other causes. It's been serving the island's community since that day in 2008, touching the lives of hundreds of people by helping to make their dreams come true. So today we're going to be celebrating the appeal, which has raised, I think, £250,000 since it was established. And we're joined by Development Director Sophia Leonard-Morgan, along with a representative from one of the charities that has benefited, Jane Foxon, one of the directors from the food bank. Thank you both for being with us. It's lovely to have you.
Thank you for having us.
I'm going to come to you first, Sophia. How does Dreamcatcher work? Because it's not like a normal charity, is it?
No. We give gifts or products and services to people who apply. We get applications all through the year, and once a month the advisory board meet and go through them, and those that we can help, we will help. The main criteria is that it can't be financial. It has to be an actual product, and it's got to have some connection to the Isle of Man.
Okay, so give us an example of what that might be. What are some of the things that you've supplied?
Every application is different. We get a lot of applications from social workers who are applying on behalf of their clients, and those ones tend to be smaller things such as a pair of trousers or a baby monitor or a car seat. We also get applications from local charities. Food Bank were one of them, and they were asking for slow cookers for their clients. We can get applications from individuals who need specialist medical equipment, which we are happy to give as long as we've got approval from a medical person saying that it's not going to have a bad effect on them or a wrong effect on them, kind of thing. So every application is different. We never know what we're getting.
And so you mentioned that there's an advisory board, a committee as such. Who is actually on that?
We have some great people on it from companies all over the island. We have John Marson from Manx Radio. We have Michael Lees, who's our chairman, who's just fantastic, and he's a well-known island personality.
Do you know he was actually on the show yesterday?
I believe so. And he's great. We have people from Baker Tilly, from KPMG, our trustees of First Names, Manvend. There's a huge variety of people, and they've all got different aspects that they contribute to us, and it's great that they get involved, and we're very, very lucky.
It must be difficult though, mustn't it, to actually choose who to support, because especially on the Isle of Man, we've all got links in some way to something or somebody, haven't we? So is it quite heated when you all get together to discuss whether or not to support someone?
It can be, but generally we want to approve most of the applications we get. So, we're all there to try and help people. So there can be some heavy discussions, but we tend to, sort them out without upsetting anyone too much.
And someone who has benefited, as you mentioned, is the food bank. Jane Foxon, lovely to have you with us, one of the directors of the charity. First of all, for those who aren't actually aware of what you do on the food bank, just give us a little bit of background.
Well, Food Bank has been in operation since December 2013. We started quite small. I think most people will be aware of food banks around the world, really, offering food support to people in need. But that's really only a little fraction of what we do. We've got a lot of projects on the go, and the slow cookers came in with one of them. We aim to get people back on their feet when they're suffering from hard times, but we also will point them in the right directions to other places to get support, maybe with debt counselling. We provide basic skills cookery training. We have an allotment. We're working quite actively with some of the major supermarkets on the island to try and reduce food waste. There's a lot going on, really.
How necessary is that on the Isle of Man? Because there are an awful lot of people who might say, oh, we don't need that. Most people are okay on the island, aren't they?
Well, we do get that response quite a lot. In the first year that we started, we gave out about 125 food parcels, and the following year it doubled, and then it doubled again. And in 2017, we gave out 903 food parcels over the course of the year, throughout the island, really, from north to south, east to west. So it's amazing just how much need there is there. I think sometimes people think it's people who are struggling all the time. Quite often we'll find that people will come to us maybe once or twice, or maybe just for a short period, really just to get back on their feet again. Something's gone wrong, there's been a big bill, something unexpected has happened, and that's really where we can step forward to help.
And is it often individuals coming for support, or do you get referrals from larger organisations?
It's a mixture of both, really. But we try to encourage people to lift the phone, send us an email, give us a Facebook message and get in touch directly. Sometimes we will get referrals coming through from other agencies. And again, we'll deal with those and work out just exactly what the need is. But anyone is free to give us a call.
And you mentioned the slow cookers earlier. This is one of many sort of trials that you, as the Isle of Man Food Bank, they operate in experimenting with different ideas.
Yes, well, one of the first things we discovered that was we provide food to people, but not everybody has a well-equipped kitchen where they can cook things easily. Sometimes people may be trying to contend with faulty equipment. So we thought, let's see if slow cookers would make a difference. So we did a little bit of an experiment, first of all, by supplying a few of our clients with slow cookers. And the response we had was absolutely tremendous. The comments that they made were it made the food was much better. It wasn't burnt. If you've got a cooker that doesn't have proper temperature controls on it, of course, everything's going to end up burnt. It meant they could try doing some batch cooking and freezing things. And also, another effect it had was it was very fuel efficient. The fuel bills were going down with the use of the slow cookers. So once we'd found out how successful it was in our experiment, we decided that this was something that we wanted to move on with. And we approached Dreamcatcher last year for a grant to get some of these slow cookers. And we were absolutely delighted that they managed to supply 38, I think it was, Sophia, wasn't
38.
it? Yes, 38.
All that could fit in the car.
Yes, it was absolutely full, and they have been tremendous, really. And we're also moving on with that now to trying to put together a basic skills cookery course to help people who maybe their cooking skills aren't so hot. And we've been doing some work with the University College Isle of Man to develop a course on that.
Do you know, it's wonderful hearing how the work that you're doing. And one thing I'm really conscious of, and you'll be aware of this as well, Sophs, in your role, is that we do have some fantastic charities on the island. And we're very fortunate to get to speak to quite a few of them on the programme. And the thing about it, of course, is that every charity needs funding. And that's the difficulty, isn't it? Is sort of finding the money to be able to fund these fantastic schemes. So I suppose with regards to Dreamcatcher over these past 10 years, that's where you've been able to offer something a little bit different. And it must be very rewarding to be able to be involved with that.
It is. It's always great for charities to be able to receive a cheque and to receive funding. But I think to give actual products where you can see them being used, I think you get a certain, a little bit extra from that, and you can see it making a real difference, and it's not just affecting one person. The gifts we give can help hundreds of people. We've given things to special needs units, which will be used for years to come for all different ages, all different children as they grow up, kind of thing. And it really is supporting people for a long time rather than just a one-off paycheck kind of thing for one thing. So I find it really rewarding working with Dreamcatcher, and it's great fun. You meet some great people.
And obviously, with it being your 10th birthday, you are celebrating in certain ways, aren't you? So tell us about the 10 for 10.
We are launching a £10 for 10 months scheme, where we're asking people to donate £10 or however much they feel they can afford for 10 months. It doesn't have to be £10. It doesn't have to be for 10 months, but 10 for 10 works for our 10th anniversary. And this is just a way to try and get people to donate, but it not be a one-off, a bit of a regular income for us for a wee while. This will also hopefully raise us enough funds for us at the end of our birthday to give a £10,000 dream gift. We're asking charities and community projects and things like that, projects like that, to come to us and tell us what their £10,000 dream gift would be. And at the end of our birthday, we will reward one of these applications with their £10,000 dream gift, which is why the 10 for 10 is, that's going to help allow us to give this gift to someone. So that's our 10th birthday present to the island. But all the details of this can be found on our new website, which is super exciting. So that's 3 launches in one day. New website, 10
You
for
must
10,
be
and
exhausted.
charitable gift.
And is that where people would go as well if they want to apply for funding? They go to the website too, do they?
Absolutely. Everything's on the website, and it should be very clear. And if it's not, please send me some feedback, because, as I say, it's just launching. So any input from everyone is very, very welcome to make it better and more user-friendly. Although I think it's perfect at the moment.
It is very swish. I like it.
It is, isn't it?
One of the things as well that Dreamcatcher does, which I was very, very lucky to be involved with last year, is the Heroes Awards, which also sort of highlights, well, essentially heroes in the community, doesn't it? We're going to hear from just a couple of people that were involved last year, but just tell us what the Hero Awards is.
The Heroes in the Community is our chance to thank people in on the island who might not get thanks otherwise. It's awards such as Grandparent of the Year, Parent of the Year, dedication to arts, dedication to community, people who really put their heart and soul into helping other people but might not necessarily get a thank you for it. People are nominated by their friends, their family, colleagues, and it's a hard night when we have to go through all the nominations and choose the winner, because everyone who gets nominated is a winner in someone's eyes, at least, and they're all very worthwhile. It's happening in November this year, and all plans are underway at the moment, but not much to say at the moment because it's all very secretive until we can launch it properly. But nominations will be open in the summer, and it will be all over our Facebook page and our website, and we'll be roping Manx Radio in to advertise it quite heavily too.